Hey, Collins Weibel here. I'm going to demonstrate quickly WikkaWiki, which is a nice lightweight wiki software. So go ahead and go to the correct website. Get this ugly error page that you're not allowed, but you are allowed. You just need to use the login information that I gave you earlier. Editing with WikkaWiki is pretty simple. You can double click, brings up a shortcut and edits. I don't know if you could hear / see me clicking, I doubt it. And that's about all there is to it. I'm going to go ahead and create a user page because that's a good demonstration, and also you all should make user pages. So there's no actual way to, I don't think there's a create page button, so you just go up to the URL, replace the end, the page title that is, with the page you want to create. So I'm going to create one that matches my username. It tells me we don't exist, and we'll make it. Get Firebug out of the way. That's it. Now, I want to put an image on my page, and WikkaWiki is a little bit wonky with this, I have to admit. So to do that, we have to add a action. Those are denoted by the double curly braces there, and we're going to add the files action. I have to save the page, and now I have this special little widget I can play around with. Browse, find a nice image. I have one that I selected earlier. Upload that, and now it's here. If I click on it, I can download it, but I don't actually want to do that. So let's figure out how we can get this into the page. I can have a lovely portrait of me, the lolcat. So, need to construct a URL for this image. So, let's get rid of some crappy spaces. Everything that you upload through the files action ends up in uploads, and then it's going to end up oh no, / the page that you're on. So in this case, Alight colon. Add another /, and that's it. But instead of making text, let's actually make an image. So we need another action. I'm not sure why they didn't follow the MediaWiki standard here, but they didn't. This kind of follows a XML-like HTTP or HTML-like format. If you don't remember that, that's fine. Click the button, get a little cheater. We don't need that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about categorization. And let's get rid of the files action because I don't need to upload images anymore. So, you may notice that URL, that last bit is the page. There's no like hierarchy of pages. What you can do, however, is categorize them. So I created a category called user pages, where all your user pages will hopefully get categorized under. This is really easy. All you have to do is add the category action, which adds this little widget, which will give you a link to all the pages that are categorized. We haven't categorized anything yet, so nothing shows up. And since it's just a normal page, we can still edit. So I recommend that you make all of your user pages categories as well. Now let me go back to my user page. To categorize your page, all you have to do is add a link to that category somewhere in the page. I'm going to put it at the bottom, seems nice. And to make a link to a page, all you have to do is type the page name. Go back to user pages, we're done. Now I'm going to make my page into a category. We don't need to know that we exist. Add a little divider. Isn't that funny? Category. And I'm going to add a little title here. You notice that we use the standard wiki sort of format markups. If you want to look at more of those, by the way, you can click the handbook, which I had open back there, I guess. And I think that's about it. Some other things I might want to show you. Code. It's pretty simple. Add the code block. Fill in your language. And add your code. Adds a nice little grab link where you can download the code. I don't know. You don't seem to be transferring files, I imagine, through this, but it's a nice highlighting. Also, you can do other cool stuff. You can say that you want your code to start on line 16, if that represents the file. And you can add a file name. Well, I guess we don't like question marks. And I can't blame it. There we go. File name. You can see line numbers now. By the way, if you want to add SQL, I recommend that you use the MySQL tag. And I think that's about all I wanted to cover. Hopefully we'll find this useful. One last thing. ACLs. So by default, I made the site create everything as read, write, and comment only from registered users. No new users can sign up, so that should pretty much protect us. If you want, though, you could add read control from anyone. Just make sure you have a good reason, like sharing those super sweet Easter eggs that you're hiding in the site. That's about it for now. Enjoy.